The dystopia of mass surveillance in George Orwell's novel 1984 seems to be closer than ever before. This has mainly happened because of the advancement of artificial intelligence technologies like facial recognition technology or FRT. Now, one may think that FRT systems are technologies of the future, but even as I speak, these FRT systems are already in place and are being used by governments across the world for security purposes. Let me give you China's example. China does not want to hear anything about democracy, and therefore China has installed the largest centralized FRT system in the world. There are over 200 million closed-circuit television cameras or CCTVs in the country, from which data can be collected and analyzed. There are also 20 million specialized FRT cameras which collect data continuously for analysis. China is currently using these systems to surveil ethnic Uyghur minorities in the re-education camps it has set up in the Xinjiang region. Their behavior is being manipulated with the use of continuous surveillance. China also used FRT systems to profile protesters during the pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong. These steps have raised worldwide concerns about cultural bias, which can become inherent in these systems. It has also put into question a person's right to freedom of expression, privacy, and basic dignity. But where does India stand in all of this? India is not far behind. It is building one of the largest centralized FRT surveillance systems in the world. And this system has been called the National Automated Facial Recognition System, or AFRS in short. In 2019, the National Crime Records Bureau, or NCRB, under the Ministry of Home Affairs, issued a request for proposal, or RFP, for companies which would be interested in creating the AFRS. This RFP has undergone multiple changes in the last 1 year, owing to pushback from civil society organizations, mainly because there is no law governing facial recognition technology systems in the country, and the current systems are widely inaccurate. The deadline was also extended many times, twice in just the last 1 month. The current deadline is on September 17. But before we go any further, let us understand the basic workings of an FRT system. A facial recognition technology system can be as simple as the face identification in a smartphone, which works as a password and verifies a user's face to unlock the phone. Other everyday examples are the myriad face modification filters that are a part of apps like FaceApp, Instagram, and Snapchat. As the complexity of the purpose of an FRT increases, so does the complexity of the analyzing system and its intelligence. There are a range of facial recognition techniques. The most prevalent models create a mathematical representation of a person's face, which is then compared to the representations captured in an existing database. Therefore, the first step is the detection of a human face in an image or video. Some systems, like the autofocus function of a smartphone camera, stop at this step, as no further analysis is required. The second step is feature extraction, through which the unique features of the human face being observed are identified and catalogued. These may include features like the length of the jawline, spacing between the eyes, dimensions of the nose, mouth, and ears. The last step is recognition, which compares the collected features with features from a database of collected images from different individuals in the region. The usage of facial recognition technology for security surveillance is pretty straightforward. When a crime occurs, video footage from the CCTVs around the scene is collected and compared with facial data from already existing criminal databases to determine if someone who has a criminal record was present at a crime scene or not. If that does not work, then other databases like passport, driving license, or Aadhaar are used to identify the culprits. Even social media like Facebook or Instagram can be tapped into. The specialized face surveillance cameras can continuously feed in real-time data to a central server, making the process of identification much more efficient. It could take just a few minutes to identify any person. Currently, this FRT system is being used by police forces in 7 Indian states. But this system is very basic and rudimentary, unlike what is being used in China. They are also being used for the purpose of identification by different civil departments across the country. For instance, the Ministry of Civil Aviation started the Digi Yatra program on a trial basis at some airports like Hyderabad, Delhi and Bengaluru. The program allowed passengers to check in using facial recognition as the boarding pass, making the process paperless. But the major problem with FRTs in India, because they are so rudimentary, is that they are not accurate, which could lead to misidentification of people, in turn leading to false accusations and arrests. In 2018, the Delhi police had reported that their trial facial recognition technology system had an accuracy of only 2%. This 2% was admitted in an affidavit filed by the Delhi police in the Delhi High Court. What is worse is that in 2019, the Ministry of Women and Child Development reported that the accuracy of the current FRT systems in India was only 1%. The ministry reported that it could not even distinguish between boys and girls. In spite of such a poor track record, we continue to use FRT in 2020. In March this year, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah had stated in the Rajya Sabha that over 1900 faces have been identified through facial recognition software for inciting violence in the national capital during the Delhi riots. This was at the end of February. Shah said that driving license and voter ID card information was used for carrying out the identification. Even if an FRT system is accurately implemented, there will be function creep. Function creep occurs when a technology or a system gradually widens its scope from its original purpose to encompass and fulfill wider functions. This has already occurred in Delhi, where the police got permission from the High Court to use facial recognition technology for finding missing children and instead are using it for security purposes. For instance, the Delhi police used FRT to track down people present during the protests against Citizenship Amendment Act and National Registry of Citizens that occurred from December 2019 to March 2020. In the absence of a national or even state policy governing artificial intelligence systems like facial recognition technology, function creep raises grave concerns about people's right to freedom of expression and their right to privacy, pushing India closer to an Orwellian world.